Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we have a coffee request. If you want to request a video, click over here or buy me a coffee, link is in the description. Thank you so much for the coffee support. And today's coffee request comes from Henoik. Thank you for the 4 coffees. And Henoik says, here are 2 videos to introduce you to the Sámi people and the Sápmi as a whole. Please watch the first as it's more lighthearted, and then watch the second, which goes more in depth. Okay, so we're gonna do this in 2 parts. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss part 2. So this is the first part. It's a lighthearted, who are the Sámi, very summarized, and then we'll go into depth with the second video. This is from a channel called Max World. So shout out to Max World for making this video, and let's find out who are the Sámi people. And if you are a Sámi, let me know in the comments down below. How do I refer? A Sámi person? Let me know.
When you think of the Nordic countries, what countries come to your head? Probably Iceland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, maybe even Estonia if you're so inclined. After seeing the title, you now know of the Sámi people.
Estonia as well.
To the northern part of Scandinavia.
Wait, what does it say over there? This projection is not quite accurate for where the Sámi live. Their geography is a bit weird. So this is the general area. Okay. So they normally live all over, I guess.
There is a lot to be said about the Sámi, despite their isolation from the rest of Europe through most of their history. Today, I will explain who these people are, how they originated, and a little bit about their culture and languages. I also want to let you guys know that I'll be doing a 600 subscriber mock election special, so you guys should look out for that in the next few weeks. Anyway, I cannot give a full and accurate explanation of the Sámi with at least giving a little bit of context on where they are today. Being the indigenous inhabitants of northern Fennoscandia, they number around 70,000 in the region and 80,000 globally.
Wow. I thought it was actually small. In comparison to like the Nordic population, which is around what, 20 million in total, that is a big chunk in comparison to other native in other countries. Like in my country, the ratio of the population is like very, very, very low. So I think 80,000 is a lot.
And 80,000 globally. Most live in Norway, which has
40,000 in Norway.
40,000, while Sweden,
that's 1% almost.
Finland with 6,000,
almost
and Russia
2%.
with 2,000 have much the rest.
2,000 in Russia.
The Russian Republic of Karelia and Murmansk Oblast have virtually all the Sámi people living in Russia. Many Sámi languages have gone virtually extinct, breaking the dialect continuum that once existed between the languages. Going back in time a little bit, the Sámi languages are usually classified as being part of the Uralic group, which includes Finnish, Estonian, Hungarian, and several other languages in the northwestern part of Russia.
Wow, I didn't know Finnish and Hungarian could maybe possibly understand each other. Maybe, possibly. And Estonia also, interesting.
Within the Uralic languages, the Sámi languages normally are considered to have their own branch, but are considered to be closer to other Finnic languages than the Ugric languages like Hungarian or Samoyedic languages of northern Russia.
Oh, okay.
Though there are some disputes about where the Sámi people originated, it is usually inferred that they originated in the same location as their linguistic ancestors did. Despite this, there is much genetic difference among Sámi people, and they are sometimes considered to be heterogeneous, with their culture being a way of life defined by nomadism and reindeer herding rather than a homogeneous ethnic group. In their early history, it is obvious that they had contact with other ethno-linguistic groups, including the Balto-Slavic, Germanic, and even Iranic words being borrowed into the Sámi languages. They have also been recorded in Roman historical accounts, if you can believe it, and were described as semi-nomadic reindeer hunters. Interestingly enough, one of the most notable cultural traits of the Sámi is their economy of reindeer herding.
Quick question. Is this why Norway has a lot of reindeer meat? Like reindeer hot dogs and reindeer burgers? Is that why?
Common amongst other Arctic cultures. Anyways, in German historical texts, they were often grouped with the Finns, not an uncommon thing to do amongst early European historians. and once again the
Interesting.
connection between the Sámi and the reindeer was noted. In the beginning of the 1000s AD, the Sámi began to have contact with the Scandinavians, specifically the Norwegians and Swedes, who tried to assimilate them into their nations, especially in the matter of religion. The Sámi, like nearly all European cultures, followed a local form of paganism before converting to Christianity. Throughout most of their time under the Nordic states, and also Russia later on, the use of the Sámi languages was...
I saw a video of Mary Boyne mentioning that they were kind of forced into Christianism. So is that accurate? Because he said they converted into Christianism. So are they Christian or not?
Discouraged and often forbidden.
And like maybe you can answer that.
Virtually non-existent, as today almost all Sámi live in permanent housing. Despite this, reindeer herding still maintains a small part of the Sámi economy. Beginning in the 20th century, the Nordic countries were more willing to let the Sámi practice their cultural traditions, most notably allowing them to speak their languages, which are now used in many schools where Sámi attend.
You guys were mentioning that Sámi language was banned by the government in some point, right? I think we're gonna get a deep dive into that on the next video.
I mentioned that before the Christian assimilation of the Sámi, they had their own pagan practices, which were quite unique. The Sámi worldview was mainly animistic and shamanistic, with one of the most notable customs that still continues today is being respectful to all aspects of nature, which they believe to have souls. Christianity really had a profound effect on the worldview of the Sámi, as they were not aware of the concept of organized religion, and many of their ancient practices were deemed as satanic by medieval priests who encountered them, including their beliefs in future-telling shamans called Noaidi. Such practices were common amongst shamanistic cultures in the Arctic and Siberia. The Sámi...
Does anybody know why paganism is often confused, mixed, or mistaken with Satanism? Is there any explanation, or is there any similarity? I don't know. Thank you for becoming a member.
Spiritual practices are still unique among European Christian cultures, as most have almost completely abandoned their ancient ways, though the Sámi still incorporate some of those elements in their way of life. The Sámi languages are spoken by around 35,000 of the 70,000 ethnic population, and the languages, which there is not a clear number of due to there not being a clear line between dialect and language, are generally similar, though not always mutually intelligible. Though it is unclear what exactly the Proto-Uralic language that the Sámi and other Uralic people spoke originally, the Sámi language's closest relatives are usually considered to be Finnish and Estonian and other Baltic Finnic languages. Despite their languages not being quite as spoken today, they are still present within schools in their homelands, which encourage their use to revitalize them. The Sámi have lived on the edge of Europe for their entire history, but despite this they have developed a culture with many unique traits, even in the modern day. Their language and culture are not closely resembled by any other ethnic group, and it is a rather interesting one that deserves more recognition. Thank you all for watching. We've finally reached 600 subscribers, so thank you all for your support as I climb towards 1,000. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to never miss a new video from this channel. Again, watch out for that election special that'll be coming out in the next few weeks. Goodbye.
Okay, let me actually check how many subscribers this guy has now. 12,000. Nice. In 3 years, he went from 600 subscribers to 12,000, but very good content, that's why. Very good content. If you guys want to go check out Max World, link is in the description as always. Really well explained, really short and concise, and it gave a quick overview and summary of who the Sámi are, where they came from, how they are associated with Nordic countries. It's interesting that there are more Sámi in Norway, but they are more similar to Finland, which isn't even considered in many times as a Scandinavian country. A Nordic country, yes, but not Scandinavian. So very interesting how the Sámi is more populous in Norway. But I think we're going to learn a little bit more about how that happened on the next video. The next video will be about the Sámi people, a look into the indigenous people of Northern Europe. So that is going to come up soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe so you won't miss that. Thank you so much, Hennoik, for the video. Please, guys, if you want to teach, let me know in the comments, you know, and be patient because I'm still learning and I don't mean to offend with any of my questions. For some reason, if anything was offensive. I know these things can get a little bit sensitive, but that's not the intention. This is an educational video, so hopefully you guys will, you know, share the knowledge. Okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. If you want to do like Hennoik did and request a video, link is in the description or the pinned comments. Click over here or watch more educational videos and reactions here. Take care. Bye-bye.